Hi everyone, I haven't filmed a video in such a long time, and I have to film this on my Mac because I'm going to talk a lot. It's going to be a boring video, just updating you guys what has happened this past year. A lot of highs and a lot of lows, and kind of show you how God has been working through my life. And yeah, like since I want to start posting again, like, you know, vlogs and stuff, it kind of wouldn't make sense to those of you who don't know me in real life, which most of you do, but if you don't know me in real life, it'll be confusing on like what happened from the last videos I posted and now. So one of my last videos was of my wedding, July 29th, which was like 2 weeks ago. Right now it's August 11th. So we just passed, David and I, our first year anniversary married. Time is flying. But that happened, and then in August we went to our honeymoon. We went to Miami, Florida, because we originally planned to go to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We had everything set, like everything bought, the whole shenanigans. And then David came on a fiancé visa because he's from Canada, and we didn't know he couldn't leave the country or else it would jeopardize his application. So when we found out we needed to change our plans and everything, I didn't mind. So yeah, that happened. Cause he was on, as soon as you get married, what's called, as soon as you get married, you apply for the adjustment of status. So yeah, that was happening. I think that's the only thing that happened in August. I think it was August. It might have been September, but I think it was August. My mom went and got her, a surgery done, because if you guys have seen previous videos, you guys will know that she had breast cancer, stage 4, and she went to remove her ovaries to help the cancer not spread. I think that was in August after she went to Yosemite. When we went to our honeymoon, my whole family went to Yosemite, and she went and she hiked, and she was such a champ. They told me stories. She was so happy that she hiked almost all the way up, and it was nice seeing her happy. So I think that was in August. September, I don't think anything happened. Either in October. October is my little brother's birthday, but I think that's it. Then in November, there was Thanksgiving. We spent that all together as a family. And then it was our best friend's wedding, the Clevelands, which we have recorded them in the past, Nate and Carrie. They got married, so that was super fun and exciting. And then I think that's all that happened in November. Let me check. I have everything in my phone, or else I'm going to forget something. Yeah. And then in December was Christmas, and it was my first Christmas without my family because it's David's birthday on Christmas Day. So we went to Las Vegas to celebrate it, and it was very fun. And then it was New Year's. We spent that all together as a family too. And New Year's was fun. And in January, it's my mom's and my dad's birthday, like back to back. And I have to burp, hold on. Okay, back to back. And we didn't know what to do for her birthday because around that time in January, I know she planned to go to Miami with my dad and his friends, and they were going to do like a golf trip or something like that. So she was super excited, but around that day, her belly started swelling up. It looked like she was pregnant. And I remember she would tell me, she's like, imagine, like, she always wanted to have more kids. There's 4 of us, and she always wanted to have more, but she couldn't because she was about to die, so I had to do an emergency surgery, and she could no longer have kids with the littlest one, which is my younger brother. But she said she always wanted to have kids. She said if she could, she has, me and my older sister are both like dark skinned, tan. I'm like the darkest though. And then my little sister's white skinned, light skinned, fair skinned. And then my little brother, like her too. So she always said she wanted to have a boy that was my skin tone. She wanted her light baby boy and her dark baby boy. And if it was up to her, she would have a lot of kids. So I remember when her belly started to swell up, she looked at me super excited. She had her big eyes, and she'd look at me and say, imagine if this is a miracle. Like, if I cried her in the studio, I'm sorry. But she'd be like, imagine if this is a miracle. and I'm pregnant, and God is going to do something great, and people think I have cancer, but God is going to show his glory, and we always believed that God is going to show his glory somehow. So she was super excited, but she went to the doctor, and it looked like I think it was her liver, like would double, triple in size. It was so swollen. They say it was black. It was basically dying, because the more surgery she had, and the more they played and looked what was the problem, the more the organs got irritated and kind of like something would go wrong. They're not supposed to be touched. Shh, you guys. So yeah, that happened. And so we decided that it wouldn't be a good idea for her to go to Miami. I was bummed out, but we ended up we didn't know what to do for her birthday, because she was getting, at that point, very tired easily, and she'd have to walk a little bit and then rest. So we didn't want to do anything that would get her tired, so we ended up just being home, being with the family, playing family games, and then we ended up taking family portraits, because we haven't taken family portraits in like forever. So one of my sister's friends was a photographer, and they did that, and it was beautiful. And thank goodness we did, because in February 10th, my mom passed away at 44 years old, because she had her 44th birthday the month before. She passed away. The way she passed, I will do a separate video on like her life and her journey in this cancer process. But the way she passed, it still haunts me till today, but it was beautiful at the same time. And I know that doesn't make sense, but all of our family was there. We all watched her, we all prayed for her, we all said our farewell, and we were worshiping, and then she just stopped breathing. Even the dog was there, so seeing her wasn't pleasant, because I knew she was in pain, but it was a beautiful experience. I've never seen anyone pass away. It was my first time, and yeah, it was hard, but it was, God's presence was definitely there, and that's always beautiful to witness. So I don't want to cry, because I'm just telling you, I will do separate videos on any topic you guys want me to, but right now I just want to skim through everything the whole year to catch up, so I can start posting videos again. So that was February 10th. Then we had, I forgot something. Okay, let me rewind. A week before she passed, she was in hospice care after the surgery. We kind of had a feeling something was going to happen, at least some of us. And so she was in hospice care from her surgery. I don't remember her surgery date, but it was like 2 weeks. It wasn't even that. Everything happened so fast, because she was super duper healthy. If you guys see my wedding video, everything. Okay, I don't want this video to be forever. So about a week or two, a week before she passed, David and I bought the cutest puppies in the whole entire world. I'll post pictures and videos right now. They're called Yorkie Poos. They're toy size. They're ridiculously tiny. I'm telling you, the cutest puppies I've ever seen. They're half Yorkie, half poodle, and my mom met one of them, because we bought one day and the other day, or days apart, I think. But they're brothers and sisters, and my mom met one of them. She couldn't speak. She opened her eyes, and she motioned like she wanted to pet the puppy. So we put the puppy to her, and she kind of pet as much as she could, and I got so happy seeing that little bit of joy, because she's been in hospice care not every day. You see her lose her vocabulary and her movement, so that was beautiful to see in itself. And my mom passes away, and then there was the service for her life, and that day one of them dies, because they had a parvo, and we were trying to spoon them to health, but one of them dies on the service date. Can you imagine, my heart just kept breaking and breaking, time after time, because I kept saying, there are joy in this time of darkness, and then a couple days later was Valentine's Day, and the other died, I think, like the day after Valentine's Day. And yeah, and then my mom had the funeral, so we bought 2 new puppies. They both died. They're babies because they didn't have their shots and they got parvo somehow. So that was in February. Just the pain and the ache and saying, God, like, why? Like, everything was just crazy. And then in March, come here, babies. In March, we got 2 puppies. Let me show you. Come here. Come here. I want to introduce you. They're brother and sister, even though they don't look nothing alike. This is Alexi. She's the girl. I think they were born in January, so make the math. Do the math. Oh, she's so cute. So this is Lexi. And then let me introduce you to Buddy. Come here, Buddy. Come here. Oh, this is my cute little baby Buddy. Oh, and they're so cute, my babies right now. And this is Buddy. His brother and sister. So we got them around like 2 weeks before my birthday, I believe. It was like in the teens. I don't remember. We got them, and then they got parvo because I guess we didn't disinfect the house. And if you guys know, parvo can be transferred to anything, and it's highly, highly contagious. So I guess we didn't disinfect everything well. They got parvo. They looked exactly like the other puppies, like they were going to die. They were tinier. Right now they're huge, but they were tinier, and we were trying our best to, put them back to health, and they survived. That was a relief because I honestly thought it was going to happen again. I'm like, David, my heart can't take this. It can't take it. And then March 20th, a couple days before my birthday is March 29th. I turned 22. But a couple days before my birthday, I find out I'm pregnant, which means I conceived the baby either a week before my mom passed away or that week. And I didn't even know. No one knew. And I found out I was pregnant. I told David, and I think I have videos of that, so I'll put them in like the upcoming videos. And then we ended up telling my whole family and my dad that I was so excited because my dad took like a month off just to travel with his brother and cross country in his motorcycle. He wanted to do, just get his mind off of my mom, So I was so excited to tell him the news. I think I have a video when I told the whole family, so I'll post that. I think that was April 2nd. We wanted to do it after, what's it called? After April Fools, because no one would believe us. So that was in April 2nd. What else? Oh yeah, and then we slowly start seeing that God is faithful, that everything that happened that was horrible, we slowly started seeing light, and I had a feeling that this baby is going to bring us comfort and peace, and not replace my mom, because no one can. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul, beautiful woman. But then we started seeing God's faithfulness and how if God, we were nervous and scared because our situation, our financial situation and everything wasn't great, to put it in, light terms. It wasn't great, but we saw how God provided for baby and everything ended up going well. Like David and we'd both have cars, but none of them had AC. They were really old. Mine was about to die any second on the road. And on Mother's Day, or around Mother's Day in May, we ended up getting a new car. So that was amazing. Then in June, our lease was up, and we were freaking out because they were putting up rent, and we ended up moving to a 2-bedroom apartment. If you guys saw my last apartment tour, it was a 1-bedroom, so that was good that God provided for that as well. Then David becomes a resident, so he can legally work here, and that is a huge blessing in itself. What else? Like, just blessing after blessing. Seeing my mom, she always used to give offering and sow on our behalf. And I know that God sees that, and she was a faithful giver, and we are reaping her blessings. What else? In early July, we went to a baby moon. Kind of to celebrate our anniversary, and then also, because this baby, I think I was like 20 weeks pregnant. So this baby's coming soon and we wanted to spend as much time as we can with each other. So I'm now in my second trimester. I am 6 months pregnant, exactly 25 weeks. I just turned 25 weeks. And we'll post a gender reveal video, but it's a boy. And I have a feeling it's the boy that my mom wanted. So that's a blessing in itself. We're thinking of names. We don't have a name yet. We're probably not going to announce a name until he is born. But I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet my baby boy. And yeah, we will post videos, upcoming footage, I'm telling you, of when I found out I was pregnant, my first reaction, telling David, telling the family, the gender reveal, and everything like that. And I can't wait for you guys to continue and see my journey. And I just didn't vlog this past year because it was a roller coaster of emotion. Being pregnant, and that's another video in itself. And like having to grieve a death at the same time. Like you're happy and you're sad and you feel guilty for being sad, and then everything reminds you of like your mom not being here because you're reading these books and it says, you know, your mom's your biggest supporter. And I don't have any close friends that are married or not married, pregnant, or all my family's out of state, and everything is a little bit hard, but we've definitely seen God's hand through it all. Like even in the deaths, we've seen God's presence. So without being said, it's like a long video, so I'm just gonna end it here, and I hope you guys watched it all. Bye.